What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Lanzaro back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Black Myth Wukong, the upcoming action RPG game that is being made by Chinese developer Game Science. And for those of you who already know about this game, you already know that this is very much a Souls-like game that was originally being made on Unreal Engine 4, however was moved to Unreal Engine 5. Now, Black Myth Wukong was first announced back on August 20th of 2020, and ever since the game's announcement, the devs have made it a bit of a tradition where, on the anniversary of its announcement, they constantly gave us major updates for the game. Now, it seems like for this year, they're taking things a step further by rather than just simply giving us some new gameplay trailer or just some new gameplay that no one got any hands on with. Some folks actually had an opportunity to get some hands-on time with the game. Now, for today's video, we're actually going to be checking out IGN's hands-on preview for Black Myth Wukong, which is about a 6-minute video, but the demo itself lasted for 50 minutes. So I am very interested in seeing what their thoughts are on the game after getting some quality time experiencing the game. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check this video out together.
Since Black Myth Wukong released its first trailer 3 years ago, every year on August 20th, the developer Game Science has shown something new about the development.
That is a freaky monster.
However, what's different this year is that we finally got to play it. My 45-minute demo provided 3 boss fights and a relatively complete
45-minute demo, not 50.
It's worth noting
Close
that
enough.
after the event, the dev team made some adjustments to the trial version based on the feedback and suggestions received during the closed-door evaluation that I participated in. As a result, my experience may differ slightly from what others experienced in Hangzhou and at Gamescom in Cologne.
Interesting.
Due to time limitations, this trial version did not include the level up system. However, it provided players with a set of skills and equipment that will be obtained in the mid-game of the final version. In addition to basic light and heavy attacks, the protagonist's attack stances can be switched between 3 different postures, including smash form, pillar form, and thrust form at any time. Furthermore,
except a lot more fun,
such as Immobilize, Stone Solid, Ring of Fire, and the Pluck of Many are also available for use. There are also 2 transformation abilities.
The Souls game that came out that you turn into stone.
Fireblade Wolf, and the other results in a creature with poisonous attacks. Additionally, players will find and collect certain potions for in-game use. It's important to note that these configurations may vary slightly depending on the different stages. The first boss is named Centipede Guai, and it appeared in the first 13-minute gameplay trailer released in 2020. This time, it awaits
I feel like I don't remember
in a horrible cave. Its attack methods include rolling and heavy punches, as well as the ability to release poisonous gas. This gas inflicts a slow-acting poison effect on the protagonist, causing gradual health loss, which can only be cured by consuming antidote potions.
Sounds pretty standard.
This boss is considered relatively easy overall in terms of difficulty for this trial version. After becoming
does have long recovery times.
Most players should be able to defeat it easily. The second boss is the Macaque Chief, as seen in the Snow Mountain of the 2021 trailer.
This one I remember.
Players can experience the sequence just as it was shown. You can observe how the protagonist's movements and combat in the snow-covered terrain dynamically affect the accumulation of snow in real time. This battle also holds a secret. If the Macaque Chief's health is reduced to half within a certain time, it triggers his second phase.
Wait, what?
To encounter the monkey with wings, the protagonist needs to venture deeper into the scene. In this state, the monkey's aggression, attack range, and attack patterns all increase significantly.
Wait.
It gains the ability to launch aerial assaults against the player, making for a thrilling and intense encounter. The third boss is the Tiger Vanguard, who appeared in the 2022 trailer.
I remember him too.
This time, the Tiger Vanguard awaits players as challenges in a blood pool in a temple. According to the developers, this boss will play a role in the storyline as an NPC who imparts the Stone Solid skill to the protagonist.
because I saw he just used it.
Therefore, you will witness him using this skill during the battle. One highlight of this scene is how the water reacts and changes dynamically with the actions in combat. The Tiger Vanguard boasts the highest attack speed and aggression among the 3 bosses. Not only
Oh,
does
wait,
he
I can actually see the blood staining his fur. Hey, yo, that's dope.
his combo attacks also deal substantial damage, making it easy to fall victim to his assault. The chapter experience provided during the Hangzhou event that I played the game at is called Purple Cloud Mountain. The overall scenery is somewhat reminiscent of the in-game footage shown in the 2022 trailer. This is a relatively complete level experience, featuring various environments such as forests, villages, and temples.
Very pretty.
There are also as many as 4 or 5 types of enemies waiting for players along the way.
Paralysis?
Don't underestimate these minions, as they also possess the ability to deliver a fatal blow to the protagonist with a single strike.
Damn.
There's also a detour path in the level that players might not easily find, where they can encounter a hidden boss, the Poisonous King. This creature
That's his name?
has the appearance of a scorpion-like monster. After engaging in conversation with it, players need to break the wine barrel beside it to start the battle.
piss him off.
This hidden boss presents the highest level of difficulty in this trial version. It possesses extremely fast attacks, deals heavy damage, and boasts skills that inflict poison on the player. It took me nearly an hour of fighting to defeat it, and there were several instances where I succumbed to poison before being able to use the cure potion in time.
How fast was the poison?
Black Myth shares some similarities in its mechanics with the Dark Souls series. The combat feel here is quite distinct from any other similar games. In my opinion, this distinction arises from the fact that in other Souls-like games, players typically wielded weapons like swords or axes, with the grip at the weapon's end during combat. However, in Black Myth Wukong, the main weapon is a staff, primarily held in the middle. The grip on the staff changes according to different moves, creating a varied rhythm and action, even changing the length of the staff in combat. The impact feedback from the staff striking enemies is quite distinctive as well. Coupled with the support from the spell system during combat, Black Myth Wukong stands apart as an action RPG with a unique feel, differentiating
because he's using the staff.
RPG and action games that have come before. Ultimately, despite
what about Wulong?
Wulong
had staffs.
Substantial amount of gameplay content in this trial version, there are still numerous questions waiting to be answered. For example, whether the protagonist possesses any other weapons, how the level up system works, and what the skill tree looks like.
I thought it's gonna be very much like second. God damn.
All of these questions can only be answered once the game is finally released.
This is probably gonna remind me a little bit more about Sekiro Shadow Dice Twice, where you're gonna have one standard weapon.
2024 for both PC and next generation console platforms.
Okay, summer. Let's hope that nothing changes about that.
Keep it right here on IGN.
And that is it for the video. Now, first things first, let's just say that game looks sick, and I'm so excited for when it actually drops. According to them on IGN, I guess they said sometime in summer of 2024. Fingers crossed it doesn't get extended or pushed, but considering that they actually allowed like a bunch of people to come and get some hands-on time with the game, I think it's probably safe to say that the game is heading in the right direction, and we should probably be safe for that summer 2024 timeline. Now, going back to the trailer, couple of things that I want to talk about. First of all is the fact that he has multiple stances. That multiple stance changing mechanic reminds me very much of Nioh with their low, medium, and high attacks. And depending on what type of weapon you're using, that could change very drastically. Example being the battle style or war style, whatever the hell it was called in Nioh 2. Now, second thing, I know that he did say that he wonders if you could potentially change your weapon, but considering that this is Sun Wukong and he's most known for his staff, he probably will not be changing the staff. However, there was something that he showed in the video that basically indicates how they might implement a weapon change system, but that being his transformations. So far, he only mentioned 2 transformations, one of them being the wolf being that had the fire staff, which looked like double-ended blades that were on fire. So that's one. And the second one being the creature that was able to utilize poison. So that may very well be how they choose to spice things up when it comes to the weapons and other playstyles. And third, I definitely want to talk about the fact that the combos and the way it looked like you could very fluidly switch between the stances and really get in those unique combos, that looked very, very good and reminded me a lot about things like Devil May Cry. I know I mentioned Final Fantasy 16, but I feel like with Final Fantasy 16's combo mechanic, it wasn't the most diverse. And I know that for them, I believe the reason was they were trying to make it as accessible as possible for most users. But that was just something that I felt that was a little lacking in that game. However, Wukong looks like it's going to definitely satisfy that combo itch for people who may have it. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there are probably like 50-minute gameplay demos out there on YouTube. So if you do want to see a lot more of the gameplay, you can go ahead and find those. I know for a fact that RX Gaming does have a video up about their full gameplay along with some commentary as they were playing it. So I highly encourage y'all to definitely check out those type of gameplays, because that will definitely give you a more comfortable idea about what the game is actually going to look like. But outside of that, it seemed like IGN had a very positive take on the game, which honestly, once again, makes me very excited for it. And that is pretty much it for today's video. Let me know what y'all's thoughts about Black Myth Wukong are in the comment section below. Is this a game that you are very excited for, or do you think that you're going to end up just passing this on and not play it? You could probably already guess for me, I am definitely picking this game up when it drops. But if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you love what we do here when it comes to video game news and reviews. And turn on that notification bell so you never miss when a new video drops. All right, everybody, that is it from me. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you all later. Peace.